Thomas, thanks for your time. It's already being called the Thomas Frank Derby. An extra incentive this to try and put that home record right?
Yeah, I think of course it's a little bit more special for me because I faced Brentford where I've been for 9 years. That's almost a quarter of my life. I had a fantastic time there and enjoyed every second of it. There's a lot of people I will see on Saturday I haven't seen for a long time. I used to see them every day more or less. So that will be special. Of course as well, it will be not true not to say that, and it is very true. But it's today been a preparation against the team. Players I know very well, of course. There's small tweaks to what you could say I used to do, but a lot of the identity is the same in many ways, which make it difficult in many ways. But then when the whistle go, it's all about getting 3 points and win.
We always ask players, don't we, whether they'll celebrate if they score against their old team. Will you celebrate if you score against your old team?
Yeah, I will, because that I think everyone the respect I got for Brentford, the fans, everyone, before kickoff, after kickoff, or after the final whistle, in the 90 minutes plus, it's all about one thing: do what we can to win the game.
They are struggling to pick up points away from home. You're struggling, as we know, to pick up points at home. Something's got to give, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It will be a nice timing for us to get the 3 points on Saturday. There's only one way to do that is put a good performance in there, work on the things we constantly working on, phase 2, phase 3, constantly make it sharper, quicker, not direct, but more penetration when we need to have that, play with intensity, come out brave. We're looking forward to the game.
The fight you showed, the persistence you showed in midweek has obviously given everybody a boost, including the fans. Have you had your defenders out there on the training ground practicing their overhead kicks?
Maybe Kuti and Mickey van der Veen should play strikers. Now we discussed a little bit if it was Richie or Kuti's overhead kick that was the best. I think they are disagreeing. They agree to disagree, let me put it that way.
Thanks very much.
Charlie.
Hi Thomas, lovely to speak with you today. Just in terms of the team, any issues following the Newcastle game, any injuries?
No, everyone's from the game should be ready.
I've interviewed Kevin Danso today, and we spoke a lot about the halftime huddle that the players did against Fulham and have been doing for a while now. And he said it's a way of the players trying to encourage each other before they come off the pitch. I just wondered, what do you make of that halftime huddle that the players do, and how happy are you to leave the players to their own devices when it comes to how they can encourage and really boost each other up?
I think it's on the pitch. The more they can encourage each other, I think the more there's the positive body language, the more they can, all the small setbacks, all the good positive actions. I think that just, build to that togetherness and that performance. So I think it's good. They're out there on the pitch. They're out in the arena. None of us is out there. I know I stand close to it, but I'm not in there. They need to sort it out, and they can only do that together.
And in terms of Keith Andrews, obviously taking over after you left Brentford, when I spoke to a lot of the Brentford players at the start of the season, they said that it didn't really feel like a massive change because, of course, he'd been at the club. When did you first know that he would make a good manager?
I think first and foremost, I think it's big credit to Brentford to two things: be brave enough to promote within, but also have built something over time. So I've been there 9 years, and those 9 years, 7 years almost as a head coach, and it's definitely not about me. It's about what we together built there. That consistency, stability, and high performance level at the level. So that culture, knowing who we are, what we want to be, that was easier to how can you say, continue with appointing Keith, and I think he's done a remarkable job. It is never easy to step up to your first head coach role. The club lost crucial players in the summer, and the way they just continued, you can see they got what I will call the Brentford identity, and he knows that with culture and style of play, and kept it, but also tweaked it with his idea, because we're all different. So big praise, and what I saw in Keith, very good man, good values, good coach, had leadership potential. Yeah, so very impressive.
Hi Thomas, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. You?
Surviving. In terms of Brentford, you would know, you came through from Dean Smith, so you stepped up there like Keith did when you came here. Who had the more difficult job then at the beginning of the season? Keith stepping up for his first ever managerial role at a club he knew, or you coming here to a club you didn't know?
That's a good question. No, that's a very good question. I don't know which was I think it's how can you say, difficult challenge. Experience, whatever you call it, two different levels. He's come within the club, but he's standing out there a little bit more on his own, in front of everyone, facing players, staff, owners, press, everything. And in the end of the day, it's his decision, and dealing with the ups and downs. And it was not an easy summer looking from the outside, with players leaving the club and stuff like that. And I didn't have just a perfect start to the first 3 or 4 games, so still keep his calm. And here it's different, of course, just stepping into a new club. Like again, need to know how the players are, the club, leadership, everything. Both good challenges.
Difficult for both of you. How will you feel on Saturday when you come up against players that you bought for Brentford, you trusted to go out and perform for you for Brentford? I'm thinking of Damsgaard, Collins, Keane, Lewis, Potter, lots of players. I mean, there have been new ones since you left, but a lot of the team will still be the team you bought for Brentford.
More or less everyone, yeah.
And then having now to go and beat them. You put your life in their hands every day for a few years now.
Yeah, but that's the nature of football. As I said, before the game and after the game, maybe not the 10 seconds after the game, but after, I'm looking forward to see good people. I really enjoyed to work with players, staff, everyone. But during the game, it's just about competing and winning a match. It's the same if I'm playing a paddle game or something against good colleagues. When we're playing. It's not for fun. It's competitive, and after we can be happy again.
Finally, somebody you might want to play paddle with afterwards. A familiar face returning on Saturday, Heung-min Son, real legend to this football club, as you know. First of all, fans are going to love seeing him, and I guess that he might be able to give you some good luck.
That would be nice. No doubt about that. I'm so pleased for Sonny that he come back and then really hopefully get the well-deserved celebration, and for everything he done for this club. I think it was a fantastic sending off in South Korea. But on Tuesday, I really hoped he got that. Yeah, they really applaud him.
Hi Thomas. On Sonny, he was a character who was really good at bringing people together at this club. It's obviously been difficult atmosphere-wise at home this season. We saw that in the Fulham game. Do you think you've missed Sonny as a kind of unifying figure on the pitch and in the dressing room this season?
Yeah. I don't know. I would say he's not here, so others need to step up. It's like when you miss a player for whatever reason, because leadership qualities are part of Sonny, bringing people together, also part of Sonny, whatever. The level they had, others will step up, others will shine a little bit more, because some of the players that were there before took the shine, if that makes sense. But of course, you can always use good people as Sonny.
And Sonny's position was normally from the left. In that left wing role, you've played a number of different players, but it was Brennan against Newcastle. Do you feel you know who your preferred candidate is in that position? Does it depend on the opposition? How do you see that part of the team?
I think it's fair to say that there is competition for that left side role. I think everyone can see that there's two things in it. We played a fair amount of games. We play every third, fourth day, so there need to be rotation as well. But also fair to say there's not been one player that put his foot down. Boom, I'm playing that position.
And apologies if you've been asked this recently, but is there any fresh update on Dom Solanke or on Kulusevski in terms of when they're going to be fit?
No, I said it. Yeah, I'm happy. I think 10 days ago I got a question that when they are ready to really be close to be involved in the squad, then I will give more information. Yeah.
I'll finish with George at the back, please.
Hi, Thomas. Sticking with the left side, actually, you've obviously tried a lot of players there, but Matty Tell hasn't sort of really had a run on the left. But it feels like in recent games, sort of Man United, and obviously he took the corner on Tuesday night. He's kind of making contributions in that kind of limited time. When is he going to kind of get the opportunity, I guess, that he's pushing for?
That's a good question. When I take the decision. Now, big, as we spoke about Matty before, it's been a toughish season for him. Of course, the first thing was we can't run away from that he was not involved in the Champions League squad. But the way he carries himself, the way he trains, his mindset is very good, and that's also why I've used him in games. And he also started mainly as a 9 in the games he played this season. I'm very aware that he also can play off the left, so it's a little bit what kind of type and who you go with, and how many players can you go with on the side and stuff like that. So the only thing that any player can do is to keep training well, keep doing everything they can to catch my eye, make it very difficult for me when I take my decisions.
And someone else that's played on the left as well this season, Xavi, but prefers being the number 10. How's he kind of reacted to this? These 4 games. Before it felt like he was kind of slowly adapting. He had a very good performance against Copenhagen, good against Man United. I imagine he's not been happy to be on the bench for these 4 games. Is he sort of doing enough in training that to force his way into your team?
Xavi's trained fantastic. The last 5-6 times we actually really could train. Very good attitude on the training pitch. I like that a lot. And we played, different games with different lineups. I think that Xavi was towards something better and better. And as long, just the same like Matty, train well, good attitude, then then we're getting closer and closer. And I think it's also fair to say that he's coming on in all 4 games we played.
Is there sort of kind of Fulham at home, and I guess Brentford at home feels like the ideal opportunity for him? Is there a reason why he didn't start against Fulham?
No, it's just different scenarios. We played with 2 strikers against PSG. Both of them scored. I think it's fair to say that. And I will not say that we struggled to score because we scored 23 goals. I think that's quite a fairly high amount. So that's quite good. But we also played with the 2 just a little bit different role against Man United. So it's just different personnel and who's been a little bit in form and stuff like that. So.